My name is Asad Yaqub and I'm your IELTS examiner. Can I see your ID card, please?
Yes.
What's your name?
Adeen Asad Yaqub.
So what should I call you?
You can call me by my first name.
Adeen.
Yes.
Right. Do you work or study?
Currently, I study.
All right. What are you studying?
I am in grade 8 and I recently started with my new class.
All right. What do you like to study, or what is your favorite subject?
My favorite subject is English literature. Not only this, but I also like mathematics. There are two reasons why I like both of those subjects. First of all, for English literature, I like it because I understand literature well and I really like to get lost into the words of literature. And secondly, for mathematics, I like...
Alright, is there any subject that you don't like?
Yes, I don't like science because sometimes science can be really lengthy and a couple parts of it are really confusing for me, and those are the reasons why I don't like science.
Would you like to study any new subject in the future?
Yes, I would really like to study physics in the future because it's a very complex subject, but there are many new things that I can learn from studying physics.
Okay, what kind of subjects do children like to study?
Children like to study simple subjects and the subjects which interest them. Most of them can be as simple as English and maths, but as they grow, these subjects get complex, and that's how they don't like it.
Do you think children should have hobbies which are educational?
Yes, I think it's very important for the students to have hobbies which are educational because it really nourishes their mind and it gives them a new skill, a new way of learning which is really good for their minds.
Alright, we now move on to IELTS speaking part 2, and this is your topic, right? And I give you pen and paper. If you want to jot down some notes, you can do that as well. Just a second, this is here, right? So, you will now have to speak on this topic for 1 to 2 minutes.
I strongly used to believe that studying history is a waste of time. Not only this, but I never liked to study history either, and I always failed in history. But it was only until when I reached grade 10 and I realized once in my history subject that it isn't really a waste of time. It was when my 10th grade teacher was teaching me. She was teaching us about Roman times and all of what they did. She was also teaching what the ancient people used to do, and at that moment I realized that studying history is not a waste of time but a new way of learning, because as they say, you cannot drive a car without the back mirror. So I think this is really important to study history, to keep up with the past, and I also changed my other opinions from time to time, but this time it was a big opinion which I changed, and I got to learn a lot of things from changing my opinion, and I also adapted to new habits and interests.
Okay, you spoke for 1 minute and 10 seconds, which is fine overall. Alright, now we move on to speaking part 3. Do children like to change opinion?
Yes, that depends on their mood, and children have a lot of mood swings. That could be why they really like to change their opinions.
Okay, why do people change opinion?
People change opinion because at a certain state, at a certain time, their mind is in a different state, and they tend to think a lot more than they were thinking earlier, and that's how they are able to do so.
Who do young people turn to for advice?
Young people don't turn to their parents most of the time because they think that maybe they don't know as much as they do, so they tend to go to their friends or someone they're close to rather than going to their parents.
Okay, do people like giving opinion about politics?
Not really, because most of the people just like to give personal opinions. Some people give opinions about politics, but it all depends on your interests and their interests.
Okay, so overall it is fine. For part 3, try to elaborate your answer a little more, and overall try to connect your ideas and you should try to focus compound sentences. A compound sentence is when you join two sentences together, and a couple of complex sentences with not only but also, although, and all that. So the way you performed at present, I'll give you a bench score 7, but with a little improvement you can even go further.
Okay.
All right, thank you very much. That's Adeen Asad Yaqub, and I'm preparing her to be the future IELTS trainer.
Future Asad Yaqub.
Yeah, future Asad Yaqub actually. So thank you very much. All the best, Adeen Asad.
Thank you.
Thank you.